Welcome back to SYM, or Spill Your Mind for short. I am J.Himi, and today I am joined by a very special guest, someone who is a very talented artist, in my opinion. I've seen some of his works. He's very good. Maybe you might seen him on YouTube. He's got a few views, and Instagram, right? I believe so. I am joined today by Alex Gruff.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for having me.
So, Alex, I do this with everyone that I have on here. I just want to get to let the listener know who you are. So, Alex, someone I've known since freshman year, right? And I haven't seen him since when, like sophomore? It's been a while since like the last time I've seen you physically.
Yes, pre-pandemic, if I remember.
Yeah, but I have kept up with him online and whatnot, and yeah, so I've gotten to know a lot more about him, and I do feel like you've changed a lot since, from high school till now. And as I've mentioned, you are an artist. You consider yourself an artist, right?
Yes, I do.
And wanted to ask, because I have seen some of your work, and I believe it's very skillful.
Thank you.
It's definitely some stuff that other people, they can draw a picture, and they can consider themselves an artist, but you don't just draw. You're more of I don't know what techniques are, but you're sketching, you're painting, you're doing like the wrinkle stuff and whatnot that I've seen recently. Go ahead and explain some of it if you want.
Yeah, the wrinkle technique that you were talking about, it's actually a technique by Mark Bradford, a very talented artist that I have a lot of inspiration and admiration for. His whole technique is he layers different colored pieces of paper down, glues them down, creates layers of different shades of colors, and then he gets a string, layers it on top of it, and then he glues everything down, and then he pulls the end of the string, and you could see that the string lifts up and it rips through all the different layers, and it exposes the multiple shades of paper, and it creates a really cool effect.
Kind of like 3D.
In a sense, yeah.
It's more like, I don't know how to explain it for you listening. It's more of, imagine it like, I wouldn't compare it to like something in elementary school, but it's more of like, like tissue paper, kind of. And you know how there's like some, like, kind of like an invitation card, and they use like little strips of tissue paper, kind of like as like a fuzzy effect. That's kind of what yours is. Like, you can feel it, right?
Yeah, it's a sensory art piece. You're able to
That's
feel
what it's
it.
called, sensory art. What is that, sensory art?
Sensory art is art that you could feel. It encourages the viewer to go out and touch it. I got inspired to do more sensory art when I went to go to to see the Huntington Museum, and they had lots of beautiful pieces that were hundreds of years old, and due to them being hundreds of years old, you couldn't touch them. And you have no idea how badly I wanted to reach out and touch some of the sculptures that they had. I was so close to touching one of them, only because it had a sign that didn't say so, whereas all the other ones had signs clearly stating not to touch.
What happens if you touched it?
I'm not sure. I don't want to find out.
But it was like, it's something like a fine, huh?
I don't think it's a fine. I think they just kick you out, or they'll ask you to stop.
Damn, for sure, I see. Yeah, so something I really wanted to ask you about, besides some of your projects, something I remember that kind of, I wouldn't say weirded me out about you, because it's not weird, but it's like, to me it was really weird. You had this like kind of I wouldn't say obsession, it was like something you liked. It was like a circle, and it was color, and it was just a circle of color. And you made it on your Instagram. You made it a profile picture once before. It was like literally color. It's just green and like different shades, like in that one circle or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of old.
Yes.
And you consider that art. And I was like, it's just color. But to you listening, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's literally in museums. They just have a projector. Is it a projector? Like shining the colors?
Some of them are. Some of them are actual paintings.
Yeah, but it's just a circle of color. How would you consider that art? Because yeah, I find that to be like strange. It's why, I don't know. It's like, why would someone just go to see color? Like, what is the meaning of that?
Well, everything is art in a sense. Everything involves design, and I mean, this microphone that I'm talking into, someone designed this. Someone chose this shape, the color, and someone thought it looked good enough to mass produce. And look at us now, we're using them. But
Tight.
as for those colors, I forget the name of the artist. Excuse me, but they were inspired by James Turrell, an artist that also inspired me massively. I learned about him when Kanye West featured some of his work back in
West.
2018 for his Jesus is King album. He James Turrell, the artist, he uses lots of circles in his artwork and a lot of light.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the pieces that like inspired me to get into him is he crafted this dome, almost like a igloo shape, made out of what appears like clay. It looks like something out of Star Wars, out of Tatooine.
The Death
And
Star.
on the roof in the center, you would look up, and there was a perfectly cut oval. And I believe he had stained glass on top of it, so when the light would shine through it, it would just be a glowing blue oval because it had blue stained glass, and it just created this otherworldly effect. It really looked like it was photoshopped, or you know,
It was like seeing a color that you've never seen before.
I wouldn't say that because I haven't seen it in person, but it was just something that looked out of this world, otherworldly. And that's why I drew the I drew inspiration to Star Wars. It's just really I've never seen anything like it, and that inspired me to dive deeper into James Turrell's work.
I see. Yeah. So what you're pretty much saying is just anything can be art,
Anything,
and anything is art.
yes.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. To me, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not the most smartest person ever, but yeah, it's like I just find that stuff kind of strange. I don't know, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's given the term art for a reason. Yeah, I mean, you have probably more open mind than I do then when it comes to things like that, because yeah, I can never. I don't know. I guess not get into it, but also like just see myself understanding it in a way. Yeah, but something I wanted to ask you too, because the year is ending, and I have seen you obviously on your YouTube, and I know you have your Instagram.
Yes.
Do you mind if I shout it out?
No, go ahead.
It's Alex Gruff, just AlexGruff. If you wanted to go check him out, honestly, I really admire some of his pieces. He does really great work.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, and it's like, yeah, I've seen you do a lot of work. You seem to be consistent. So what's next in the upcoming year? Like, what do you have planned, or what do you think about expanding on your art for 2025?
2025. Well, one of the things I want to do, I know I really want to dive into clothing, but not just men's clothing, as a lot of, I guess, would be the
Like
predictable route.
unisex clothing?
Well, eventually, yeah, but I want to start strictly women's clothing, even though clothing can be worn by anyone, but
But you want to get just more into that fashion sense.
yes, for
So-
women.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense because women are more fashionable. I would say I can agree that women have more sense of fashion than men. I'm not saying men can't have fashion, but if you look at women's clothing, it's so drastically different from what men would usually wear, right? And I mean, that's not to say that men could wear what they were wearing, but it's saying like it looks more different and more unnatural clothing, right?
Yeah, I feel like with women's clothing, there's a lot more diversity in the cuts and the shapes that they use.
Yeah, like for dresses and whatnot.
Yeah, for tops, for bottoms. I just don't see that as much in men's clothing.
Yeah.
Not that it can't be done or that it's not done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I want to do something different. I want to dive into women's clothing and explore making it.
Do you have like an idea or like a drawing of it? Like, do you know how you would want to shape it, or any ideas, or is this just like an idea that you haven't really got anything done
Well,
about?
I've had the idea to do a line of clothing, and I still want to do that. I don't want to start a clothing brand. I just want to do a line, which would consist of 6 tops for men and women, so 12 tops total.
Each of them being different design.
Yes, all of them being original, different designs. 2 to 3 bottoms, again, for men and women. And then a few accessories. Um,
Like jewelry? You wanna
no,
get-
I mean hats,
Oh, bags?
socks, maybe a bag.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Can I ask something actually?
yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm not someone incredibly into fashion, honestly. I mean, as of right now, I've just been getting into like different clothes because I've been slimming her down, so I'm just buying more clothes, right? And obviously, because we're older, we kind of more care more about the clothes that we get, right? But that has nothing to do with the question. My question is, because I see in the fashion world, why do people carry bags? Why do people have bags as part of their outfit, their fit? Because I mean, I get purses, right? But it's like, why do people just have the bag like as to accompany their fit?
Do you mean as an accessory to the fit?
Yeah,
I think a lot of it comes from really just practicality. We carry a lot of things, and
but it's like, I mean, usually like average people, they just carry what, their phone, wallet, keys. I mean, that's what all I carry about, right?
yeah, me too. But today I came in with a tote bag, as
Yeah.
you saw. But that's because I was carrying a laptop, a microphone, a charger. Oh, and I, not to cut myself off, but I brought you a gift.
Oh, I bought you a gift too, actually. I totally forgot. I was gonna give you something.
Oh, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
Before I go back to, I forgot to cut it.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't get my paper cutter.
I love it. It's a poster. I've never had someone made me a poster for my show. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna hang it up in my room. It's actually really nice. I like how you made it. Well, that sounded basic, but like your text. Like what does it remind me of? Not so much like a movie poster, but I mean, you showed me an inspiration for it.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I was really inspired by the Colby printing posters that are all over Los Angeles County. If you've ever been anywhere near Los Angeles County, you always see brightly colored signs with a bunch of text and different fonts
Yeah.
advertising anything from tattoo expos to church on Sunday or yard sales, anything really. Concert venues.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. It looks like more of like a concert flyer, yeah. And if for you listening, it's a bright red flyer, and it just says SYM Radio, hosted by J.Himi, me, with special guest Alex Gruff. Thursday, November 20th, 2 p.m., 16:30 a.m. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Thanks for putting the time and work into that. It's beautiful. That's art. To me, that's art.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually gave you a variant.
A variant.
Yeah, the poster I made digitally was a neon pink, almost a magenta.
Yeah, you're right. Because I posted it on my Instagram because you sent me the photo. Yeah. Okay. So this is a one-on-one piece.
I wouldn't say that. I made
Oh,
10,
you got
but
10.
I don't plan to give them out. I
Yeah.
just plan to archive them, have
Yeah.
them for the future.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of too late already because, I mean, people who are listening now are listening here, and those who aren't, I mean, they can always tune back in on my website.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
just meant for my own personal collection.
Oh, yeah, that's
my
cool.
archive. I like to keep a record of all the things I do. Like, I actually brought it in a.
Yeah, I was looking at that. You
Folder.
bought the wrinkle thing. I was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
here. Do you want to take a look at it?
I do. I would love to. Yeah.
Feel it.
This guy, he can draw. He can draw. This is really good.
Oh, thank you.
Like, there's people who draw, right? And then there's people who they'll draw a tune or they'll draw something, right? And they'll call themselves an artist. I genuinely think this is really good. This is very different because it's something I don't usually see. And I feel like that's what, to consider yourself an artist, you have to do something a little bit more different than everyone else, right? Because going on the topic of and being inspired by people, right? It's very hard to be very original now these days because so much has been put out there. So if you're going to make art, then it usually comes to what have I seen and what do I like? What am I inspired to do? And then you take that inspiration from, someone that you like, right? And then you end up doing it. And it's, not really your own thing anymore. It's just something else that someone has already done and taken. And that's not to say that that's a bad thing, but I feel like you need to be a bit more creative, And I'm not telling you like be more creative, but for everyone who's trying to do their own thing, whether it comes to clothes, to video making, like me too, right? I want to step away from getting into, what do you call it, like copying other people and whatnot. But yeah, it's very, very Nice. I actually really like this. Yeah. I wish this was on video. I would definitely show you listening. But yeah, it's very nice. Real quick before we get back into the conversation, I did want to give you my gift real quick.
Oh, thank you.
And so we were hanging out like a couple nights ago, right? And I have this already because I already got another one, and I don't have the whole set, but I wanted to give this to you.
Oh, thank you. It's a Mario Kart 8 pink gold peach cart toy. Let me open it
It's
here.
from McDonald's.
ASMR.
It's something that I thought about too. It's like a blank canvas. Like look at it. It's not painted or anything. It was literally just made as pink gold, because that's a character when she's just all in gold, right? So it's like a blank canvas. So I don't know if you're gonna what you can do with it. You do whatever you want. It's yours, right? But it's like I feel like if you wanted to, you could paint over it, make it look however you want. You know,
Yeah, I'll
make it an art piece.
keep it in the in the archive. See what comes out of it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
Sorry. Back to the women's clothing.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually made my first piece of women's clothing today.
Today.
Yes.
Was it specifically for this show?
No, I had been wanting to do it for a while, but
Yeah, but like, did you want to get it done today specifically for the show?
I wouldn't say specifically for the show, but I mean, because I didn't bring a. Oh, I do have a picture of it, but no, I just wanted to get it done as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me.
Go ahead.
It's a woman's spaghetti strap
Spaghetti.
that was all pink, and I made a print of a bug, and then I plastered it over it so it looks like it's crawling with bugs. Here, let me show you. Oh, and I also, it was all pink when I got it. I painted the trim on the top where the breast is at, and then at the bottom of the shirt, I painted it black. Here you go. I don't know if you could see that.
I'm looking at it, yeah. That's pretty cool. I mean, not something obviously I could see myself wearing, but I can appreciate it. That's cool.
Yeah, I made the bug print. I don't know if you could see that.
Yeah, I saw you. You had a in your folder.
Yeah,
it was on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I like to take.
Is that bug a certain kind of bug? You said it was a spider, or what was it?
I forget the name. Sorry, it's a beetle. It's a sort of beetle.
Yeah, 'cause it had like 6 legs, right?
I believe so. I'm not a big beetle guy.
Yeah, but it's like obviously it's your own drawing, right? So it's your own design and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah, that's cool.
I just took inspiration from it.
That's really cool. Yeah, that I think, 'cause like creating your own drawings and then putting that on clothes, I think that's pretty cool. 'Cause obviously I know another friend who does his own. Really? You don't know who I'm talking about?
No. Do you care to explain?
Yeah, Skivix. You don't know he makes clothes?
I do now.
Oh, really? I did not know that. Yeah, but he has his own design that he drew. It's just a star with a R. And yeah, he's had his own clothing brand for like a while now. Yeah, but it's not about him. It's about you now. Yeah, I did not know that. You did not know that. I thought he was very, very popular, very famous worldwide. But it's okay. It's all right. Anything else that you wanted to bring up about your clothing brand?
No, that's it's just a thought right now. I don't have any
Yeah.
designs. I just have a rough idea of what I want to do.
And this is what you're gonna mostly be working on next year.
In the background, I don't think it'll be my main priority. I still want my main priority to be
Your art.
making actual art.
Uh-huh.
Not actual art. That's a bad term, but yeah, just making traditional art. I guess you could say drawings, paintings, more sensory art.
Sensory art. So you still want to like get into the wrinkle stuff, or yeah, I'm gonna stop calling it wrinkle stuff, but like the tissue paper kind of thing.
Yeah, I still want to explore that. I kind of want to do something more than just the Mark Bradford tissue design that you called it.
Yeah, the wrinkle stuff.
The wrinkle stuff.
Yeah. It's I mean, yeah. I mean, go for whatever you're planning on. Good luck to you. You know.
Thank you so much.
I would love to see what more you got. I'm very supportive. You know, if I got a friend doing something, I'd love to see them do more of it. You know, art is art. Do you consider video making art?
Video making?
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard I forget who said it, but I heard they basically put it as there used to be photography. Photography,
Mm-hmm.
the art of photography was basically what your shot looks like, this, how far something is,
Yeah.
what is in the angles, where stuff is placed. And then video was similar, but it was about the movement of the camera
Mm-hmm.
and
The
again,
artist cinema.
from what angles you shoot. And then there was this, I guess, dilemma. Well, is editing art? Because those things are already art, and you're not creating any of those. But I heard it is art because I always thought it was art, but it is art. It's just the art of choosing when to cut, choosing how long to cut for, choosing what to show, what not to show, and that is the art of editing. So yeah, I do consider editing an art.
Is it kind of like the same way you consider, or would you consider like playing a sport then in art, or like being really good at a sport in art?
I would consider the sport an art, but I would consider the person playing it an artist, if that makes sense.
That does make sense, yeah, because it's like music, like how we call music people artists and whatnot. Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of music, actually, I wanted to get into your music taste because you have a very unique music taste, I believe, right? Because what is it, the genre? It's called house music, right?
It's just dance,
Just dance.
pop.
You want to give us an example? I could play it over the radio right now. Something you like or something that's really nice.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, whatever comes to your mind. You like? I know the one song you said.
We could do.
Shy Girl song.
Yeah, we could do that one. You could do Shy Girl, Mr. Useless.
Yeah.
Can I introduce it?
Yeah, go for it. You want to explain it?
No, I mean,
Oh, like you want to say like here it is.
here
Oh
it is.
yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Go ahead.
Here is Mr. Useless by Shy Girl.
That was pretty cool. I liked it, but it's definitely something that's like out of my taste, But you like songs kind of like that in that genre, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of pop. I think it's the genre that will never die. I don't think pop will ever have a outdated phase if it's good, if it's done well. Think about it now. We still play pop from 2005, 2010.
Oh yeah.
Kesha's still killing it. I mean, she's on her comeback.
Ooh, I haven't heard Kesha in a while.
Did you have?
No, I know who
yeah?
Kesha is, but
Yeah,
I'm saying I haven't heard Kesha in a while.
She just dropped a music video last night.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm not up to date with her. I just know like two of her songs, honestly.
Was it TikTok?
TikTok and Timber. Yeah, that's like all I know, I think. No, yeah, I mean it's cool because everyone, like with music, everyone has different tastes, right? And it's like with you especially, like you're more of like how do I say it? Like you're open to a lot of things, right? You're like an artist, kind of like I'm different kind of person. I don't know how to say it, but it's like, yeah, it's definitely different, right? Because everyone's into rap, right? And if it's not rap, then it's TikTok music. That's what I consider, like basic NPC kind of music, right? That's what I consider that. And then rock. That's there. And then yeah, I've never heard, or I've never really known someone who's into pop like that.
I think pop is just always in the background. It's just there. I think you may not notice it, but when it's gone, you will. I think its influence is everywhere. I mean, look at rap. A lot of rap is pop rap nowadays.
What do you mean by that? Pop rap?
I think what was it, a couple days ago? You played a song with Ryan.
Oh,
by
Timeless.
The Weeknd. Yes.
Yeah, that was
I mean, that's
yeah.
pop rap.
Really?
The Weeknd's a pop artist.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I mean, yeah, there's so many melancholy melody rappers. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Like, I guess I get what you're saying. Yeah, because like even in rock, right? Or there's a genre called nu metal where it's like rap and rock at the same time, or metal, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. All right. Oh, something else I wanted to ask you, aside from the music, was going back to your art. What is the hardest part about being an artist?
The hardest part about being an artist, in my opinion, is probably the isolation. You're just alone a lot of the time since you're working on art. And I mean, it may be different for everyone, but I know I cannot work nearly as well if someone's in the room with me.
I get what you mean, yeah. So this is like being an artist is it's a alone job. Like it's a job that only you yourself can be, doing. No one else can do it.
For a lot of people, for me especially, I cannot work with people there in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
My productivity goes down by a huge margin.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, and it makes you feel lonelier. It makes you feel not. I wouldn't say sad, but it's just like you wish that you were with people more
Yeah,
while
you
you're
wish
doing an activity.
you wish you had enough hours in the day to do both.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. And since you said that, how long does it usually take to get an art piece done?
It could vary anywhere from 8 hours to a week,
Really?
and I usually do about 8 to 12 hours a day.
So like, let me think of one. Okay, so like, a piece that I wanted to bring up is something you did recently. So you were at a Charlie XCX concert,
Yes.
and you drew yourself a side view of you. I think that is really good because it looks like you.
Thank you.
Nah, it's
I would
really
hope
good.
so.
No, it does. It's really great. And yeah, like it's literally your side view, and then you're just eating a lollipop, right?
Yeah, toffee lollipop.
And I wanted to ask, how long did that take?
This one was actually pretty quick. Well, for my standards at least, it only took me 5 days.
5 days.
Well, really more like 3 because I didn't get much done those first 2 days.
But do you know how many hours it took, like in total? Like if you were to work on it straight.
If I had to guess, I'd say anywhere from 20 to 25.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Just for that one art piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's pretty good. Like
Thank you.
I can obviously tell like it did take a while, but I didn't expect it for something like that to take that long, because I thought like that's not
No,
a
that's
compliment,
fine.
but I'm saying like it just seems like because it's just like you're drawing it and then you're coloring it in. I wouldn't expect something like that to be that long.
Well, it's because I want to get all the measurements right. I want to get all the angles, so I usually double check, sometimes
So
triple
you're looking
check.
deep into it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, yeah. See, like me, I just my brain cannot process stuff like that. Like I don't know like how I would be able to do stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you're a man of open mind.
Thank you. Yeah, I've gotten so meticulous with measurements and angles and making sure everything's as accurate as I can get it. Because one of my classes that I'm taking, one of my teachers, he went to go study at the Florence Academy in Italy, I believe. And one of the methods that they taught him and that he taught us was the Barg method, which is where you get a picture, for lack of a better word, usually of a person, usually their face, and you put it side to side next to your canvas, and then you have to try and get it not as accurate as you can, but as identical as you can.
What is the difference between accurate and identical?
Accurate, you could tell it looks like that, but identical, you want it to look exactly like you want to struggle to tell the difference. That's from
okay.
the colors, the sharpness of the line,
Mm-hmm.
how soft something is, how deep some of the blacks are.
Mm-hmm.
You want
Shading.
it to be as identical as you can.
That's cool. Have you? Oh, well, obviously you did say you worked on it. How did you do on that?
Well, I'm still practicing. It's something that takes years to master.
Difficult technique.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. I try to do one, once a week 'cause it does take a lot of time. And yeah, that's one of the most valuable lessons I've ever learned in art. I don't think I'll ever go back to not using the Barg method. I use it for pretty much all my art, even if it's not necessary. I like to double check.
Mm-hmm.
I use what's called the plumb line, which is just a string that you hold up with your arms to measure the angles and compare to to check if it's correct.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I can tell. It's all your pieces I've seen. Probably when you were starting. When did you start getting really into this?
When did I start really getting into it?
Yeah.
Probably my senior year.
Senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I will honestly, I've met you in person this year, like a few months ago, right? Or
Right.
like couple months ago, right? And the only conversations me and him have been having are online through Instagram or Fortnite. So it's like, yeah, I've never seen him since sophomore, right? Or freshman.
Sophomore year, yes.
Yeah. So I barely got into, because I didn't know you were an artist, obviously, because that's something you didn't really talk about. And then, yeah, I was just checking out your stuff, and I've just seen some of your earlier stuff, and it's like, yeah, you really know your stuff.
Yeah,
really know how
thank
to do
you.
it.
Yeah, I definitely see the improvement. I just I want
Yeah,
to
yeah, me too. Yeah,
thank you.
because I was comparing it too. I was like looking into it
Yeah, I have some of it on my Instagram on my highlights. Some of it's old. You could see.
at Alex Gruff.
Yeah, even on my personal page. Sorry guys, not giving that one out. um, but yeah, even on my personal page where I've posted some older artwork, I definitely see the difference. My attention to detail and trying to get things as accurate was not there, or definitely not as hyper focused as it is now.
Mm-hmm. And you said, well, you got into senior year, right? That's something I want to ask, and I don't know how personally you want to get, but I wanted to ask you because the reason why I haven't seen you since sophomore year was, or obviously because of COVID, right? There was that whole thing with COVID, but you eventually, you want to explain it? You know what I'm talking about, right? With Birch.
Yeah, Eric Birch Continuation School.
Yeah. So you were obviously not the most. You didn't do too well in high school.
I was not the most studious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And is it okay if I can share some
Yeah, go
stories?
ahead.
Okay. So this man, right? He used to be gone. He was someone obviously. He's just not in class there physically.
Yeah, I did not attend a lot of class. I'll say that.
But is that the reason why you were? Is that why you were failing, or was that just because you were not the most smartest in class? Not trying to put you down. I'm
No, no,
literally
no.
just
Go.
not putting you on.
No, it's both. Because I definitely failed some easy classes like PE because I didn't go.
Ah,
I mean, you kind of have to try and go out of your way to fail PE,
facts.
which I
Yeah.
wasn't there.
I was just late to PE all the time too. Yeah.
Um, yeah, but other classes like math, I am horrible at math. Like, I think I failed IM1 3 times. I'm not exaggerating.
Mm-hmm.
I think it took me 3 times to pass IM1. Um, but yeah, all my other classes were mainly due to absences. The only other class I can think of was biology. I had Mr. Dzinski. I don't know if you had him.
No, I heard some stories about him.
Man, the amount of work that he would assign was crazy. His class alone took up my entire free time after school.
Oh man, yeah. I hate
That
teachers
one
like
class took up the majority of my time after school.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was doing decent. I had like a C. That's decent to me at least.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, on the final, I just failed. I got like too low of a score. I wasn't able to pass.
Nah, that's cool, man. Because I definitely I'm not the most school smart person too either. And yeah, I mean, where do you come from failing in high school? Or I don't know. I'm not trying to push you down, but
No, it's fine.
but like, you know what I'm getting at.
I don't take it that way.
Like you obviously you didn't do the best in high school, and then you went to continuation school. Then now you're trying to become an artist, right? Because you said you were starting in senior year. Where did this idea of wanting to start come from?
I think it just came from spite. Like, oh, I think I could do that, and then I just wanted to do it. I just I saw an art piece. Sorry, stuttered there. I saw an art piece, and I think I just thought to myself, "Whoa, I could do that." And then I tried, and I was like, "Whoa, that's not too bad."
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kept going, trying to see, can I, do better than the start? Can I do my own thing? And then I
Yeah.
just enjoyed it more and more.
That's good. Yeah, because for me, man, like, not to talk too much about myself, but yeah.
No, go ahead. You're the host.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. I'm obviously, as you know, if you've been listening on the show beforehand, I've stated that I want to be a video or storyboard writer, mostly a storyboard writer, mostly script writer. I mean, obviously, directing comes into script writing, but I really just want to get into telling my story onto film and putting a story out there that people can watch and see. Because not a lot of people like reading. Obviously, being an author would be cool. But for me, the hard part about this, because I see it. I see myself doing it, and I see myself wanting to do it. But it's just really, it's not hard. I was going to say it's hard, but it's not hard. It's just for me, the motivation comes. And remember when I was telling you, like, my ideas? Like, how I was going to do, like, YouTube this, and I was going to script write this. And I was talking to you about it. And I was telling you my plans, what I want to do. And then I just haven't done anything in a while now because laziness gets to me and it's just like I lose my motivation. And so that's why I want to ask you, because you've been consistent with your stuff, and you make the joke sometimes too, because your YouTube channel, you're uploading, and then my YouTube channel is not uploading, right? So it's like, how do you keep motivation, or how do you just find the will to do it? Like just to get it done. Like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. Go ahead.
Well, you only get 70 years, roughly, if you're lucky. So it's really just that. Time's so limited. I feel like I can't afford to waste any seconds,
Mm-hmm.
any minutes. Every minute counts.
Damn, that's a deep.
That's probably not the healthiest mindset,
No,
but
but like
it works for me.
that. Yeah, no, because I don't think about it like that. My way of mine is like, oh, my friend wanted me to get on the game. I'm gonna get on the game, right? Instead of working on a project that I've been wanting to get done for like the past month, right? And I'll record stuff, and I'll have it there sitting on my camera for months. I have a lot of stuff from 2 years ago that I still haven't finished, and I've been wanting to do. And it's like, yeah, it's just like it's so much easier for me just to sit down and do nothing, right? That's the way I see it. And I'm not saying to go for it, but it's like it's so much easier to sit down and do nothing. And just do nothing with your spare time. And what I mean by nothing is go on social media, play video games, just literally do nothing that helps you, right, as a person or benefits you in any way. It's so much easier to be in your comfort zone than to get out there and start making it, right? Because, yeah, like you were saying, it takes you like about 20 to 25 hours, right? That's what you're saying?
On average, yeah.
To finish up an art piece, right? For some of these videos, and obviously they're not the most highly edited videos or the most cinema masterpiece videos that obviously I want to make, but like my most recent video, which I uploaded on my YouTube, it was literally just a commentary video, and it was a couple clips of gameplay. It was a Fortnite video, and it was like I think it was 11 minutes long or 10 minutes long.
Was it the Peter Griffin one?
It was the Peter Griffin one, yeah.
Yeah, I actually really liked that video.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I have nothing to say except, yeah, I was thoroughly engaged, if I must say.
I appreciate it.
It was just the last, minute, which was just, an extended outro.
Oh, yeah. That last part of my video, I just wanted to explain my ideas and what I plan to do in the future, right? Like, I think I literally said in that video, I was going to try to make a Halloween video. I never ended up making a Halloween video. I'm like, oh, Halloween's already passed. Why am I going to do it? Because I literally uploaded the day before Halloween. And then I said I was going to try to make more videos throughout this month, November. And I've yet to make one, right? But I know, I'm telling myself I have to. Like, I'm forced to. Like, the way I'm seeing it is it's like a college assignment where I have to get it done before, this certain deadline or whatever. But, yeah, it's just like, it's really easy not to do it because, yeah, for me, I think that video in total, I know I started it, right? I wrote the script. And then, like, a month later, I did the voice recording because I find it easier because if I'm doing a commentary, to do voice recording, then put in the clips to match the voice recording.
Really?
Yeah.
I find it easier to do it the opposite way.
Yeah, I know, right? That's how I did it the other way with my first video, right? And then I was like, this is kind of a bit more time. Like, it wastes more time, I see. Because I think that video, like, I remember I told you I was going to get it done, and you're like, yo, J.Himi, when are you going to get it done? I'm like, bro, trust me, this Sunday, you lied to me. I'm like, yeah, I know I lied to you. And then it came out, like, I think a Monday or a Tuesday. But, like, literally, I remember that one night, I had it, like, almost halfway done, and I just spent, like, 5 hours, like, just getting it done. And that's where I was going to bring up this conversation. It's like you start on a project for a few hours, right? Or I'm not saying you, but, like, I'm referring to me. Right, like I'll start on a project. I'll work on it for a day, maybe get it done to like for 4 hours or 5 hours until I have something to do, and I'll be like, damn, I don't want to do it, like, or I don't want to work on it for the rest of the day because I want to just do my own thing, right? And then I just take a couple more days, and I just end up getting lazy on it, and to keep up that motivation, because there was motivation when I started those videos. It's like, yeah, I want to get these videos done. I want to start it. I have the plan. I have the writing down for it. I want to get it done. I want to see how the outcome looks like, right? Because that's my reward. When I finish these videos, I get to watch it, the whole thing, and I get to see other people enjoying it. Like, by other people, it's just me and my friends, right? That's my reward. And it's like, yeah, that's the only motivation I have is seeing the outcome. But it's just when I'm working on it and I realize this is going to take me like 20 hours to finish. This is going to take me like 15 hours to finish. Then it's like I push it on to multiple days, and I don't ever end up finishing it until like what? I get that motivation back in me, like, what happened to that video? I want to finish it, right?
You said your main motivation is to get like that dopamine hit when you upload it and you see the reactions.
I don't know. No. It's not about reactions. It's about my reaction.
Oh,
It's for me to see my own work and what this video that I had in my mind for like the longest time, how it's gonna look like. Right, like, okay, like, think about it like this. Like, for you make a art, or you have an idea for a piece of art, right? Like the apple one, the wrinkle one.
Yes.
Right? You had the idea of how it was going to look like. Weren't you not excited while you were working on it to see the final product, like to see how it came out?
Yeah, it was.
Isn't that like something that would make you want to continue, to keep on going until you get it done, so that way you could see that final product and be proud of yourself? Wow, this thing that I had in my mind, this thing that I was thinking of for a while, look how it came out. It looks so great now, right? I have it in my hand. I can see it physically.
Yes and no. Yes, I do like finishing it, but I don't like getting too attached to it because I don't know. That's not a healthy mindset. I know a lot of artists. They'll do a work that takes so long, and then they'll just destroy it. They'll rip it up. They'll throw it in the trash. And I think that's a healthier mindset, not to get attached to things, not to.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm getting attached to a video I make, but it's just like, well, obviously because time goes by, right? And then your video just gets old, it's old news or whatever. But no, I'm like more saying of in that moment. I guess it is a dopamine hit. I don't know. Now that you say it, it's like it's just in that moment while you're working on it, you just get excited to see your result.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah, what's up?
How do you feel when you spend a lot of time on a project, you upload it, and it doesn't do well? It doesn't get a lot of reactions.
I don't care. Right now, I don't care because right now I'm just making these for fun. And I literally told you, too, it was like my plan was to do these just silly, not really silly, because I wanted to take it a little bit serious. I wanted to go on a serious route. But I wanted to get more just commentary, just talk, and then get, the clips, make my own clips and whatnot. And to me, obviously, when it doesn't get views, I don't care. It's just the fact that I can go back and rewatch what I made, like, as many times as I want. I like that, Yeah.
But it does feel good when you get those views, doesn't it?
It does. Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I'm sure for you too, like when people comment about your art, it makes you feel great.
Yeah. I had this comment a couple of days ago. It was really sweet. It's still in my mind. It was on the drawing I did of me eating a lollipop. Someone commented, wow, I love your art. It's, or no, sorry. That was a different comment. Somebody commented, did the lollipop taste good? And then I said, yes, it was butterscotch. And they replied, wow, that used to be my favorite flavor when I was a kid. It's almost as sweet as your art. And I just thought that was such a cute comment.
Yeah, that's wholesome. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. And it's like, obviously, I'm not expecting stuff like that to come out of my project. Or what about you? Like, what do you expect people's reactions to be when they see your stuff?
Well, it's not those comments stick with me more than just comments saying, wow, this is cool, this is awesome, I like this. I'd much rather have a comment like that says, it's almost as sweet as your art, than 100 comments that just say, wow, this is cool, I wish I could do this, I like this.
Yeah. You know what really gets to me, and I'm sure it's the same for you, but it's when a stranger, like obviously, like you were mentioning that comment, you don't know who that person that commented, right? You don't know who that was?
No, it was just a random viewer,
right?
Yeah.
It's like those comments from people who you have no idea who they are, right? They mean so much more than your friend saying it to you, because it's like the way I feel is if I'm your friend, I'm going to compliment you like because I genuinely like what you're doing. But I'll be real with you. If it's something that actually sucks, I'll just be honest, But it's like, for me, it's like if a friend is going to tell me something, I know they're trying to be a friend. I know they're trying to give me good advice, and I know they're trying to be very supportive, right? As a friend should. But if you have someone telling you compliments that you have no idea because you've never met them in your life or they've never met you, right? And that's their first impression on you because, oh, here's my thing. And some stranger's like, oh, wow, this is great. And that's your first impression on the stranger. It means a lot more, because someone else that you have no idea who they are, they're commenting on you very politely, very charmingly, right?
Yeah, I think, was it John Alexander? He said something like, doesn't matter what your mom says or what the person you're sleeping with says or how great it is. What really matters are the strangers and what they think.
I agree with that. Yeah, because I haven't yet to get something like what you've gotten commented, right? But it's like, I think, yeah, it's more meaningful for someone you've never met to comment. Yeah, because you'll have a friend, right, for 5 years you've known, and they're always talking good on you, and you know that. That's just common for them, you know. But then when you got someone who you never know, yeah. My bad if I'm like repeating myself on it, but that's just like trying to get the idea through.
Yeah,
And
you're
yeah,
reinstating your point. Yeah, it's really meaningful when I have a random person comment something like that.
yeah. I really, yeah, it's like something I never thought of until like you brought it up right now, and yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so we are getting to the end of the show, towards the end of the show, and I mean, I do have something else that I wanted to ask, but do you want to play another song? Because I like your music taste. You rather just talk more?
Yeah, we could keep talking.
Okay, for sure. We'll just talk to the end of the show then. Yeah, because you very, very much. Hold on, let me bring up something real quick. Yeah, so on the topic of high school, right, and
Yes.
being more younger, or getting into your younger years, right? Did you ever see yourself becoming who you are now? Because you were very different in high school.
I think I wanted to. I wasn't sure if I'd be there. I think I always had like a delusional mindset that I would.
But obviously you hit it, because I couldn't tell. Well, obviously, I'm not as close as you back then than I am right now.
Right.
So, but did you kind of hide this idea from people?
Yeah, I didn't want to sound crazy. It was very much delusional because I didn't have any art to back it up or anything to back it up, really.
I know exactly what you mean, yeah, because when I told you my idea, I was like, I wanted to get it out because I had it bottled up in my mind for like the longest time. And even this idea of starting like a TV show or starting a book or whatever, it was something that is just always been in my mind, and I've always had the idea of doing. But it's like, yeah, why tell people when you don't even have the material like to show, you know? And like that's why, because I ended up telling my parents what I really wanted to do. I didn't want to go to school for nursing. I would rather go to school for film, right? And I ended up telling my parents, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is my dream, and this is what I'm gonna finish, right? But it's like, my parents, they're gonna be supportive because they're my parents. They love me. But it's like, to me, I think that they don't know what I'm doing because I don't have anything to show them. And when I'm explaining it to them, because like what I explained to you is what I was explaining to my parents, and I could see them being confused. Like, okay, what do you have for show? You know, they didn't ask me that, but I can see them thinking like, what do you have to show? If you have this grand idea, this big idea, what are you gonna like? Let me see it. You know, it's just words. At the end of the day, it's just nothing but an idea until you start making it. And yeah, like, is that how you were in senior or before senior when you were thinking about it?
Yeah, I think I'm still kind of like that. I think I just have this fear in the back of my mind that it won't work out, and then I'll just kind of be humiliated. But I don't know. I gotta work towards that. I guess I gotta just embrace it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Alex Gruff, our time is about to end right now, and I just wanted to say to you, like from friend to friend, I really hope you keep going. I genuinely like your art, and I'm not being fake about it, and I'm just not telling you that because I'm your friend. But I genuinely believe that you got talent, because I'm looking at your stuff. It's really great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and to you listening, check out Alex Gruff. I really highly recommend you see his stuff because he's pretty cool. Cool guy. Yeah, man, and you've definitely changed throughout the years, I would say.
I would hope so.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Alex Gruff, without much more to say, it's just, yeah, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. Oh my gosh, you were way better than last week. I just wanted to bring that out right there.
Sorry, last week.
But no, man. Yeah, I really hope you just keep on going with your work.
Yeah, and thank you. I plan
you do
to.
with your clothes too.
Yeah, thank you. I'll let you know. I'll definitely save you a shirt.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Make sure it's size large.
I will save one large for J.Himi.
Yeah, man. Thank you. All right, and to you listening, I will be back on Monday. No, 9 a.m. Yeah, I won't be back next Thursday, and the reason why is it's Thanksgiving. The campus is going to be closed, radio room's going to be closed, so I'm not going to be able to talk on Thursday, my fault, Thursday at 2 p.m. But I will have a show next week, Thursday, 2 p.m., and for next week, I'm going to be on Monday at 9 p.m. So 9 a.m., sorry about that. So yeah, if you're on a morning drive, if you want to catch up with me, I'm obviously going to have another guest on, then feel free to stop on by. Yeah. So Alex, Gruff, any final words?
No, just thank you so much for having me. It was a great show. I
Thanks.
really
No.
enjoyed having this talk.
Yeah, me too. This is probably the most deepest talk we've ever had, like
Thank you.
ever. Yeah, man. So yeah, without further ado, hopefully you get to hear from me on Monday.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.